Damn right I'm early. Hello, everybody. It's the first night of the WWE Draft. Welcome to SmackDown Live Reactions. It's lovely to see a few faces already popping up in the chat. Hello, Jenna. Bill Dorr saying Tom Better. You're not wrong, pal. Stephen Skodez is in, of course. Dan Lewis. Hiya. The Quilver. All right. David. David Dean. Trevor. Nathan. Jay Stewart. Fly Fire Streams, it's great to see each and every one of you, and goodness me, is it going to be an exciting night. It got a little bit less exciting, actually, as the rules of the draft have now been announced. So the first part of it is that half of the superstars are going to be drafted tonight, half on Raw. We sort of knew that anyway. The less exciting part, I guess, is that the draft doesn't actually take effect from tonight. From Monday even. It takes effect from October 22nd after Crown Jewel. So they want to get Crown Jewel out of the way before they crack on with the draft proper. So it's a bit of an odd one. It's a really, really weird one. What was the other one? Oh yeah, free agents. Anybody that's left undrafted is allowed to choose their own brand. They can go to Raw. They can go to SmackDown. They can go to NXT, I guess, if they fancy it. Hang out with Bron Breakker. Do whatever they fancy. Whatever they fancy. So tonight is going to be, nonetheless, an enjoyable night, hopefully. SmackDown's great at the moment. I think Raw, actually, has really picked up in the last 3 or 4 weeks as well, I would say. But things are about to get shaken up. Superstars are about to get shaken up in a superstar shake-up, if you will. It's not called that anymore. It's the draft. It's going to be a hell of a night. As I say, very, very nice to see each and every one of you. So yeah, what are we going to see tonight? Are we going to see NXT call-ups? I would assume that we'll see a few faces from the former yellow brand, now rainbow brand, heading over to SmackDown. I would assume that we might see a tag team or two split up. The one that pops into my head immediately is Montez and Angelo. Will the Street Profits get split up in the draft? I think there's a good chance of that happening tonight, actually, just because... Well, first of all, Montez had that main event, so maybe they were trying him out for a singles run. But also, Angelo Dawkins this week said, you know what, if we get split up, I'm ready to prove exactly what I can do. I mean, that might just be, you know, just an interview that, of course, he's going to say that in kayfabe. But maybe there's been chatter behind the scenes. According to reports, the wrestlers themselves don't know exactly what's going on. They've done that in recent years, as a lot of the wrestlers aren't aware of where they're heading ahead of the show kicking off. They've done it in the past where it's been a complete surprise. Think back to JR at the commentary desk. He was buzzing about it. He loved it. Another hilarious JR rib. Anyway, SmackDown on Fox, about to kick off in about 3 minutes. I'm watching on a completely legit stream, of course, so I might be a minute or two behind. But we'll see how we get on, eh? Stephen Skodez, by the way, 3 hours ago, getting in early, as he does. Hi, Adam, how are you? Stephen, I'm really good today. I'm really good. I've had a nice, productive day. I feel like I achieved a lot today. I fixed the broken website, which was very enjoyable, of course. I love it when the website breaks. I was doing a half day because I'm working tomorrow. I'm getting up early for the news first thing tomorrow. So I finished, my plan was to finish at like 1:30, 2-ish today. Just about to get out the door, the website breaks. It took me like 3 hours to fix, because I'm not very good at stuff like that. Well, in fact, that's a complete understatement. I'm terrible at stuff like that. And we don't have like in-house developers or anything like that. So I had to fix that. Managed to get it done. Stephen, mate, I'm well is the point. The weekend is upon us. I've got to buy some dining chairs this weekend. So it's all happening. Very, very exciting stuff. As everybody was out tonight for Jack's birthday, I've been prepping for the stream, looking at dining room chairs on eBay and Gumtree and stuff like that. It's kicking off. You think the draft's exciting? Wait until you see my selection of dining room chairs. I hope you've had a lovely week. Forget the WWE draft. The only man we need tonight is the leader himself, Adam Pacitti. Well, that's very good, Stephen. That's a good thing that you say that, because I can't show the wrestling, as you know. So you are stuck with me tonight. I will do my best play-by-play for you as the night progresses. Always happy to see you. This stream will be a lot of fun. Big love to you, my friend. Big love to you as well. Lovely to see you, Stephen. I hope all is well with you. I hope work is going wonderfully. Stacey, oh, goodness me. It's the pirate herself ripping off our merch. Disgusting. No, it's lovely what you've done there. I really do genuinely love it. She says, still waiting on my cease and desist. It's in the post. It's in the post. Don't you worry about that. Hope you're happy and well. I'm grand. I hope you're happy and well as well. Thank you for doing that, by the way. It's really lovely of you to do. Who would you most want to see drafted where tonight? Who needs a brand change for a push? I would genuinely, at this point, actually like to see the Street Profits split up, just so Montez can do his thing. I'd like to see Gable head over to SmackDown and maybe split away from Otis, because although they're fine together, Gable could do with a push on his own. I think I'd like to see the Hurt Business as a unit head over to SmackDown, because I don't see Bobby Lashley getting back in that title picture anytime soon, so it might be nice to him being in the upper mid-card, I guess, on SmackDown. But that's not to say that you couldn't do it on Raw, but I think they'd be really enjoyable as a unit together. I think Carmella could probably do with changing up brands. She's not really been doing a great deal over on SmackDown, so it'd be nice to see her head over there, as well as, like, because Corey Graves is, of course, on. Oh, it's just struck me that they might mix up the commentary teams. I hope they don't. McAfee and Cole have been great. Anyway, sorry, Corey Graves is over on Raw, obviously. I don't think they will. I don't think they'll mix up the commentary teams, but they've done so in the past. We'll see. Who needs a brand change for a push? Much love from Stacey, Phil, and Envis. And I think I've got that right. And I know I've got that right because you've actually spelled it out for me there. Envis, if you have to. Stacey, I've nailed it. Thank you very, very much for the for designing that lovely Cultaholic merch, by the way. Harry Milligan, hello Adam. Hope you're well. I'm grand, Harry. Nice to see you, mate. Yes, it is. Nice to see you. We are getting underway. The ads are just finishing. We're about to get to the action. It's 1 a.m. I will do my best to keep you up to date. I'm actually going to pay attention to the wrestling tonight and not talk about absolute bollocks. He says. He says. We'll see how we get on, won't we? Steven Scodes, everything is well. Happy to hear how your day was. Been working on a couple of videos for you guys, and Triple Jump are coming out in December. Stephen with the big teasers. I released a video today for Jack's birthday, and he really loved it. Oh, I've not seen that yet, Stephen. I'll check that out when I'm done. Always happy to be here and see you. And SmackDown is, come on, get on with it, underway. There we go. There's the intro. Hogan, Vince Sr., Freddie Blassie. There's Brett, Lita. Why am I listing these? These are not eligible to be drafted tonight, by the way. Do not expect to see Bret Hart or Freddie Blassie head over to the blue brand. But we're on. I'm going to turn this up just a touch as well, just so you guys can hear it a little bit more without hopefully getting kicked off YouTube. We'll see. Are they going to address the turnbuckle breaking? I would assume so. I would assume they will do tonight. The wait is over. It does feel like we've been waiting a long time for this draft, actually, doesn't it? It's been rumoured for a fair while now. Coming quite late in the year. What big stars. You know what? It wouldn't surprise me, because they're doing it after Crown Jewel, because the draft takes effect on the 22nd. It wouldn't surprise me if they split up, not that they're together, but you know what I mean, Roman and Brock. Expect to see maybe Brock head over to Raw. I mean, SmackDown is super stacked, isn't it? You can imagine. Well, Fox are probably buzzing about it. But Monday Night Raw has been a little bit... No, I don't want to say lacking, because like WWE's roster is really, really strong. But SmackDown's got better. I don't want to see Roman go from SmackDown. It's his brand. It's his brand. And it's not to say that he couldn't make Raw his brand. I'm just loving him on SmackDown. I like familiarity, alright? Pat McAfee, Michael Cole... There's the confirmation. 3 weeks we've got to wait until the draft is properly in effect. It's a weird one, that, isn't it? Them getting the Saudi show out of the way first. I guess they need to build the storylines, and if you do the draft, they should be doing it immediately after a pay-per-view. And where they've already announced some matches for Crown Jewel, maybe that does sort of make sense. But it's annoying. It is annoying. Because it feels a little bit less important now. We're gonna sit here. We're gonna know what's coming in 3 weeks. The main event tonight is indeed the WrestleMania rematch. Bianca Belair taking on Sasha Banks. So that's a really great main event tonight. I guess expect to see Becky get involved there somewhere. Obviously, all of them competing at Crown Jewel, which is... Can we see the screen? No, Nathan. Are you new? Give us a subscribe. It's our catchphrase. I came up with that ages ago. Ages ago. And here we go, Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce heading out to the stage. We're about to get our first round of draft picks. I am going to look away from the chat just in case any of you are a little bit ahead of me as these announcements are made. Thank you for the donations, by the way, Stephen, Harry, Stacey. Much appreciated. Sonya's suit, by the way, is absolutely stunning. SmackDown getting the first draft by the looks of it. Friday Night SmackDown selects. Oh, they're keeping Roman. They are keeping Roman. Will they split the bloodline? They would be very, very foolish to do so. That's a great first pick. That's a great first pick. It's exactly what they should do. Want to keep on to their top guy. If SmackDown get the first pick, Pat McAfee is buzzing about it. Cole's corpse in there on commentary. Excellent. Happy with that. Very happy with that. That's a good start. I know it's not the most exciting thing to happen. It's not like a big name crossing brands, but I'm very, very happy that Roman Reigns is sticking around on Friday nights. Monday Night Raw. The champion. There you go. Big E. Confirmed. Big E staying. This isn't especially exciting so far, but it's sensible so far. Big E sticking around on Raw, the new-ish WWE champion, and that's the right thing to do. You want to position two guys at the top on separate brands. It's Roman and Big E. They're the champs. Yeah. Nothing to complain. Oh, good. Big boos for Charlotte Flair, who is heading to Friday Night SmackDown. Oh, that's going to be... That means then, surely... Are we... Becky heading over? Monday Night Raw selects... Bianca Belair. Interesting. That is a big pick, isn't it? Belair heading to Raw. If you're just tuning in now, Bianca Belair has been drafted to Monday Night Raw. Charlotte is on SmackDown. The Men's World Champions sticking around on their current brands. So there you go, your round one. Reigns, SmackDown, Big E, Raw, Charlotte. Charlotte Flair heading over to SmackDown. Bianca Belair heading over to Raw. Two swapperoos. Two stick-arounds. Gallius, thank you very much. When is that Diddler Andrew getting drafted to the Dole queue? Horrible. Horrible. He's the best we've got. Just kidding. Love you all. Even that Baldy Bonds. And I love Andrew as well. He's incredible at what he does. And here comes the Tribal Chief himself, the head of the table. Roman Reigns. I really am doing my best commentary tonight, aren't I? I've not got distracted once. So... I mean, that would suggest the fact that Charlotte is coming over to SmackDown, that she's probably going to be the one dropping the title pretty darn soon, you would imagine, wouldn't you? Unless Becky drops it to Bianca, and Bianca takes the belt to Raw, but no, it's got to be Charlotte. It's got to be Charlotte, hasn't it? Charlotte almost not confirmed, but. I mean, Becky could still get drafted to Raw at this point, keep that in mind, but it's very odd that they would do Bianca first. Maybe they'll wait until Monday. They need some big names for Monday as well. You don't want to be left with Akira Tozawa. God bless him. Patrick saying, now it'll be Becky dropping it in Saudi, and then both of them will swap belts. Really don't like the belt swapping thing. But yeah, maybe. They might do that. I think it's a weird one, wasn't it? You remember when the tag titles got swapped in that backstage segment, and they were just like, all right, yeah, we'll have the red ones, we'll have the blue ones. They're all the same to us. What does it matter? Is the draft done for tonight then? Shardul? No. The draft is just getting underway. We've seen the first round. We might see 5 or 6 tonight. I would assume we are getting a recap of Sunday night, just in case you didn't see Extreme Rules on Sunday night. I'm sure you know what happened. The rope breaking, because a stagehand, if you will, got up on the rope, cut it. I saw the phone footage. I hadn't seen it until today. Apparently it's been floating around all week, and I only just caught it. But you can see, I assumed that it was like a triggered thing, like they had some sort of mechanism in the turnbuckle that would allow them to just pop it out, but it wasn't. Somebody literally had a pair of bolt cutters, got up on the apron, snapped the rope in half. John, hello, evening, Adam, from the biggest Cultaholic fans in Canada. Oh, you've moved. Oh, fair enough. Always love how peppy you are, especially at 1 a.m. I do my best, my friend. Much love from all of us, and Logan wants to know who would be your #1 draft pick for each brand. Honestly, I think we've pretty much just seen them. I'd go Roman and Becky. I think would be my top 2 draft picks. No, that's doing Big E a disservice, isn't it? Forget Charlotte. Maybe Brock. I imagine Brock at the end of this is going to end up a free agent. I think he'll be a free agent, and I think he'll go away for a little bit after Saudi Arabia because he needs a break. He's got a hell of a schedule. I think Brock will go away, but I think he'll re-emerge on Raw. They've already announced that if somebody has left a free agent, and why wouldn't you want to sign Brock first to your brand? In kayfabe, you know what I mean? Adam looks like a dad that would offer you a Jeffrey. What's a Jeffrey? Is that a doobie? I don't smoke the reefer. So I don't have a Jeffrey, unless a Jeffrey's a hand job or something. John, by the way, sending all my love to you in Alabama. Hopefully we'll see Brock tonight. I don't think we will. We're about to find out what the deal was, anyway, with the rope snap. One would imagine. Anyway, I do hate the devil's lettuce. Brock goes to NXT 2.0. Jobs out to Bron Breakker. You know what? That's a match that we'll get within 3 years, I reckon. Maybe within the next year. That guy has got a rocket strapped to him as Bron. I'll give you a Spradley. Cody, what's a Spradley, mate? I'll take a Spradley off you. I don't know what it is. Kareem, what did you eat today? What did I eat today? I had chicken wings. I can't remember what else I had, mate. I had some cereal this morning. Very, very healthy, nutritious day. I'll give Adam a hug. I'll take a hug off you, Emma. I could do with a hug. That sounds lovely. Adam, do you ever get an itchy knob? Not generally, Banjo. Thanks for... Right, Roman Reigns is doing a promo. I'm trying to be professional tonight. Less of the itchy knob, more of the tribal chief. All right? Logan, any NXT stars you'd like to see drafted to Raw or SmackDown? Cheers from Vancouver. I think Kyle O'Reilly would be a top pick because I think he's going to get lost in the new roster shuffle of NXT 2.0. I'd really like to see Kyle up sooner rather than later. Pete Dunne as well. And although I'm not the biggest fan, I talked about this in the news video today, I think LA Knight should be on the main roster. I'm not sure he should have ever really been in NXT, because the guy's 40 years old or so. Right. We the ones. I agree. They wouldn't do anything with Kyle on the main roster. You might be right. SmackDown if he's going anywhere. Although, who knows how the shows are going to look after tonight. Well, in 3 weeks' time. Explain the rope. Get on with it. Talk quicker. Big pop for Roman Reigns. Not many boos going on there. They are acknowledging how bloody good he has been for the past year and a bit. Dakota's not a bad shout, Grant. Not a bad shout at all. Gargano? I think they'll keep Gargano there for a little bit longer. I don't know, I might be about to be proven wrong here, but I think they'll keep Gargano around for a little bit longer just to put some of the newer, younger talent over. Massive pop for Roman. He wants more. This is a great crowd. Where are they tonight? Royal Farms. It says Royal Farms on the thing. The Royal Farms Arena. Where's that? Baltimore. Of course it's Baltimore. Kushida's a really good shout, Quilver. He wasn't undefeated. You're still employing Samoa Joe. I hate that. I hate the rewriting of history. I know it wasn't on the WWE main roster or anything, but he's been beaten before. That's bollocks, isn't it? Great reception. Just a brilliant response to Roman Reigns. I love my big man titties. Thank you very much. Fun fact, did you know that this is technically the anniversary of the dog lifting joke? The question was first asked, which animal you could lift to tape to a post during last year's SmackDown draft stream. Happy dog lifting anniversary. Is that right? And I've done it. I proved you all wrong. Not only did I lift a dog, but I lifted a concrete dog. It will be held in Saudi. Say it. I'm genuinely buzzing for that match, and it's a match that I never thought I'd want to see again, really. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, done to death as far as I was concerned, but it's a completely different dynamic now, and I'm absolutely incredibly hyped for it. But are we going to get Brock tonight? I hope so. Talk about the rope. Talk about the rope. Brock. Look at that face. He's here. The beast is here. And what a pop for Brock as well. Baltimore crowd, I love you. Oh, that's excellent. I'm really glad that Brock's... Are they going to mention the rope? Don't get me wrong, I'm very excited to see Brock Lesnar and everything. Goro is here. I want to know what happened on Sunday night. Are they just not going to say it? Was it just a ring malfunction? WWE can't even be trusted to put up a ring anymore. Acknowledge me. Something about my bloodline? Sexy thing? I don't know. Thank you very much, by the way. I love big man titties. Yeah, Ben the Tank. Hello, mate. What would you do if Perry Saturn casually walked in now doing his vintage WWF Moppy gimmick and started cleaning all the floors, and as a joke you hit it and he started crying saying, "Where's Moppy?" Well, first of all, I would be upset because there's carpet in here and I don't want my carpet mopped. But I'd be buzzing to see Perry Saturn. I'm a very, very big Perry Saturn fan, as it happens. I think the guy's amazing. I think he's really, really underrated. So it would be a pleasure to put Roman up in the guest room for a night. Roman up? Perry up. Or Roman. No, Roman's sharing my bed if Roman's here. Top to Taylor. Adam is far behind. Roman is still in the Shield. Am I really far behind on this one? Apologies if you're watching live on the telly box. Not a lot I can do about it. What rope, lad? He pinned the undefeated Finn Demon Balor. Clean. Yeah, he did. Sorry. Forgot about that. He was undefeated as well. How great has Brock been since he's been back? There's no one like him. There's really no one like him. And I know people have very, very mixed opinions on Brock Lesnar. Look at his selling as well. When he's getting punched, when he's getting kicked, when he's doing anything, when he's taking offense, sells like a maniac. Suplex. One German. Two Germans. See, this is what people whinge about when it comes to Brock Lesnar, is the repeat suplexes. We've seen it all before. It's like, it's by the numbers, whatever. I still love it. I still really do. I still get excited for it. And I know we've seen it all before, but it's Brock Lesnar. There's nobody like him. And he's just a... Jack Moses, there. Terrifying. He is terrifying, isn't he? He's a beast. He's a beast. And I love it. And I'll be very, very sad when he finally hangs up the boots. Because this could be his last run. I think he'll probably be with the company, I think, is it 3 years that he signed on for this time? That's what I think I read. So at least we're going to get 3 years out of him. But I'll be so gutted when he goes, because he's just unlike anyone else. He's about to kill the Usos, by the way. Who could replace him? Walter, maybe? But I don't think even Walter has the presence of Brock. Early days still, early days. And Walter is amazing. Big F5. Another one coming up. Yeah, I love Walter as well, but he's not Brock. He's just not. Walter is an attraction, you've got to admit. Yeah, I think I agree. I agree. But Brock, man, Brock just, like, Walter needs a lot of building up. Walter shouldn't be losing again. Now he's dropped the NXT UK title. He shouldn't be losing again until he's on the main roster, and then he shouldn't be losing for a long time there. But Brock's got the added benefit of all this sort of crossover appeal. Everybody knows who Brock Lesnar is. He's a different breed, isn't he? Ridge Holland is what comes closest to Brock. I think Ridge is good and everything, but he's no Brock Lesnar. And sounds horrible, but I don't even think in time Ridge Holland could be anything like Brock Lesnar. Charlotte Flair. They're looking very concerned. They're about to do a backstage interview with Charlotte here, and they're looking concerned. They might be about to address the title thing. Wonder how soon Charlotte will drop the belt. Will that be at Saudi Arabia? If she gets booked in a match for the title at Saudi Arabia, I would suggest that makes it very predictable. But I guess we'll see whether the other wrestlers end up on both brands, won't we? SMB, thoughts? I feel entrance music is really important. If you listen back to the Attitude Era and Ruthless Aggression Era, it's great music that fits, but current music in WWE is pure trash. Roman's music doesn't sound mixed properly. Sounds like someone who just passed VTech music production. I like Roman's music. It's odd that you would single that one out. I think there are way worse themes. I think they lost a lot when they stopped using Jim Johnson. I really do, because he just got wrestlers. We've all seen Beyond the Mat. I almost said Behind the Match there. It's a different documentary series available now on Cultaholic. He just got it, and you see him composing this stuff. And who's he talking about when he's coming to the ring? Vader. He's talking about Vader. And just how he sort of he loved wrestling as well, and I don't get that impression with some of the wrestlers that they use now. But I do like Roman's music. I think it was time for him to get new music as well. But personally, I dig it, if you will. Yeah, but I do think, yeah, there are some with generic. I think what's missing, in fact, is some really good stings. Like, Roman's got a decent one, that sort of thing. Brock's got an amazing one, but nothing's quite on the level of a Stone Cold or Bret the Hitman Hart. Do you know what I mean? There's or Foley. I always loved Foley's. What's it called? Wreck. Where it starts with I love that as well. Bron Breakker next Ryback. I'm not sure if that's a compliment or not. I don't think it is. JW Pringle, leader, what would your entrance theme be? Michael Barrymore featuring Remission, of course. See you when you get there. I've thought about this. I'm sure we've all thought about this a lot, and I know it's a question that I've asked before. When we're listening to music, quite often it'll pop into my head, you know what, this would be a really, really good entrance theme. This would work really well. And I had it fairly recently, a couple of months ago, with I was listening to Feeder, if anyone's familiar with Feeder, and I was listening to Just the Way I'm Feeling. And I thought, you know what, this would make a really good thing. In fact, a lot of Feeder songs would. So I'll go with Just the Way I'm Feeling by Feeder. Logan Kerr, wonder if Adam Cole's AEW theme is performed by the CFOs. I never know how to pronounce it. CFOS, I think it is. It's literally a catchy 30-second loop. They're known for that. I'm not sure. It's on Spotify, isn't it? It's well, of course it's on Spotify, but it's done crazy sales and streams. I saw on Reddit the other day that it's climbed up, not just like whatever chart is relevant to wrestling, sports, or whatever that may be, TV, I don't know. But it was like at number 60 on a proper chart, like a real one. Apparently it's Mikey Ruckus, says Morgan Long. But yeah, I really like Adam Cole's AEW theme. And it was a difficult one to top, wasn't it? Like, the Undisputed Era theme is one of the best themes that WWE have had in a long, long, long time. And then Adam Cole's solo theme was alright. It was alright. But AEW have done a great job with that. Okay, we're about to hear from Charlotte.
Gentlemen, please welcome the newest member to Friday Night SmackDown. She is the Raw Women's
Listen to these boos.
Charlotte, how will your strategy change now that you're competing on a...
She's massive, isn't she?
Kayla, where are your manners?
I don't know how tall Kayla is, but
Shouldn't you congratulate me for being the
she's got like a foot on Kayla. She's got a whole head on Kayla.
Congratulations, Charlotte. Thank you. Thank you.
Of course, Fox took the opportunity to draft the most decorated female in the history of sports entertainment. I mean, Fox knows who the real face is. Long live the queen.
That's it. She hasn't said much of anything. She said, Fox really wanted me. Oh, Kayla's 4'11". Okay, that makes sense. Kevin Owens. This is going to be one of those ones where immediately following the match, one or multiple participants get drafted. KO's going over, isn't he? KO's heading to Raw here. So locally advertised for this, I should point out, was Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. We did a news report on that a week or so ago. So that's what's been advertised locally. Whether or not that makes it to the show tonight, I'm more doubtful now. Seeing the opening segment, I don't think we're going to see that. I think that's just a match for the fans. But it wouldn't surprise me if Drew McIntyre... I think we all accept that Drew McIntyre is very, very likely heading over to SmackDown. But it wouldn't surprise me if Drew is in this next round of draft picks. We'll see. Kevin looks completely checked out. I didn't notice that, mate. Jared, thank you very much. Hello, dear leader. Thoughts on Toxic Attraction? I think they're amazing. You know, from what I've seen of NXT on there, it's really sort of revitalized Mandy Rose. I think she's going to do great things in NXT. It wouldn't surprise me if it wasn't too long until she held the title down there, actually. That really, really wouldn't surprise me. But no, they're great. I think they're a great faction. Love the name as well. I already care more about Mandy Rose than I ever have before, and I didn't realize Priscilla Kelly was that good in the ring. She is, as I only knew her as the tampon woman before she was signed, to be totally honest. I think a lot of people felt that way, didn't they? God, that feels like a lifetime ago, all that controversy. Another thing that divided the wrestling fan base with old Priscilla. Kevin Owens is wasted. I think Kevin Owens has done really good stuff on SmackDown, but he's certainly somebody that needs a bit of freshening up. Not from a character standpoint. I'm not even suggesting a heel turn because I'm seemingly one of the few people that love... Oh, God, yeah, I forgot. I've already forgotten his name. Mojo Rawley's offensive lineman, whatever it was. Mad Cat Moss. Riddick Moss is what I was looking for. As if I forgot Riddick Moss's name. That says a lot, doesn't it? Awful. He does nothing for me. Granted, I haven't maybe seen enough of his stuff to care, but you would expect to see Riddick Moss cost Owens the match here, wouldn't you? I think Baron Corbin will pick up the win here, and then I think Kevin's going to be immediately drafted over to Raw. I prefer depressed Corbin, says Jordan. I think he's... I'm a big Corbin fan, as I've made very, very clear. And I think he excels at pretty much every role they've given him. Like, everything you can just see gives it his all. Even like the King Corbin thing, which wasn't great. He did his damnedest, didn't he? Apparently he's a very easy guy to work with backstage. He's very receptive, very open to creative ideas. And look at that. Mad Cat Moss, Mad Cat Moss getting involved super early as we go to commercial break. Works his arse off. I agree. I think he does work his arse off. And yeah, I really, really enjoy him. Personally. But I know a lot of people feel very, very differently. I always like wrestlers a lot more when they seem like cool guys behind the scenes as well. And every interview with Corbin that I see, and I'm lucky enough to have interviewed him myself. He's just been excellent. He's so laid back and cool, and I don't know. I respect him a lot. I think he'll stick around on SmackDown. I think Owens is going to get drafted here. Sad cat Corbin. Cat flap Corbin we're going for. Corbin has a minion tattoo equals not cool. Is that right? I didn't know he had a minion tattoo. Hey, I can't slag minions off. My nan shares enough of their memes on Facebook, that's for sure. She might be watching right now. I don't want to slag off Sheila. OTG, hello, mate. Who do you think will be the first major star to jump from AEW to WWE, and do you think Kevin and Sammy are leaving for AEW? I think Kevin is fairly likely to, actually. I think perhaps after the last year he's had, he might feel a little bit creatively unsatisfied, which means they might try and keep him sweet, put him on Raw, and put him in the... toward the top of the card a little bit more than he has been on SmackDown, because he's just been doing these sort of random feuds. Wouldn't surprise me. First major star to jump from AEW, maybe Brian Cage. I don't think is a bad shout. It wouldn't surprise me if Brian Cage did. We talked about this the other day. Luchasaurus sprang to mind. I think MJF would be a big get for them as well. I'm not going to slag off Sheila. Adam's lover boy, hi God's favourite leader, goodness me, was wondering if you stayed in contact with anyone in the Texas documentary. Love the vids and hope this helps in the slightest of ways. Thank you so much, Adam's lover boy, 76, my 76th lover boy. Do I keep in contact with anyone from Texas? The cameraman, my mate Ed, who did basically all the work on that documentary because I don't actually know what I'm doing. So I speak to Ed still. I'm still friends with Sarah on Facebook, but I haven't spoken to her in donkey's years. Apart from that, who else was in there? Robert Groden, the conspiracy theorist guy, the guy who was at Dealey Plaza. Haven't spoken to him in a while, that's for sure. No, I don't. And you know what? From the wrestling documentary as well, there's only a few that I still speak to there as well. UK Dominator, I exchanged a few messages with a couple of years ago now, probably. He's a lovely guy. And Dominic, a very, very nice man. There was actually talking when we were doing WCPW, when the plan was to have a match with Martin Kirby. The plan was to make it either a handicap or a tag match. And not that anybody would have gotten it, but they suggested that bring in the UK Dominator, the guy that originally trained me. So it would have been cool to see him. He's still wrestling and stuff. There's a few of the trainees that I'm still like Facebook friends with. A guy called Josh Knott, Big Country Josh, I think he wrestles as now. He's doing cool stuff. A lot of them still going on the South and Southwest independent scenes here in the UK. I don't ever want MJF reading WWE scripts. Well, that's the thing. They would dilute the hell out of MJF. He couldn't do what he does in AEW. And perhaps even on social media if he was with WWE. Just a 2 count. Just a 2 count. Recap on the bottom of the screen for who's been drafted so far. It's just two switches so far. We've seen Charlotte come over to SmackDown. We've seen Bianca Belair heading over to Raw. Roman is staying on SmackDown. Thumbs up from me. Big E is staying on Raw. Thumbs up from me. Not that he's been there long, but... Can we see Mr. Happy? No, unfortunately, he's downstairs in the kitchen at the moment. He's chilling out. He's got a sore noggin. He's scratched himself. Just a 2. Just a 2. But yeah, I you know what? Seeing Kevin Owens as Kevin Steen in AEW would be really awesome, wouldn't it? There are plenty of like dream matches, as well as matches that he's done before in various promotions, PWG, Ring of Honor, that I'd really like to see again now he has evolved as a character. Not that he needed to evolve much, because he's always been class, hasn't he? Big E is a move from SmackDown to Raw. No, Chris. He's officially been a part of the Raw roster since he won the title. They changed it very, very quickly on the roster page. And I think made a formal announcement. I can't remember. It feels like we're in the closing stages of this match already. Owens going for the cannonball. Moss on the outside looking very worried. And thank you once again, Adam's lover boy, OTG, Jared, Logan, JW Pringle. Everybody, thank you very, very much for the support. Thanks for doing that. I still consider it a move, lol. That's fair enough, Chris. You do you, pal. Corbin rolls to the outside. Dustin Hoffman is right, Emmett. I agree. No marbles tonight, John. No marbles tonight. But you do have me next week, Monday night, for the Monday Night Raw portion of the WWE draft. Riddick Moss has given it his all on the outside. Maybe it could work. Maybe it could. They obviously see something in him because they've tried a few different things with Riddick Moss. I don't really understand the pairing with Mojo. Obviously that went nowhere. And then, if memory serves, he did Raw Underground for a little bit. I don't know a great deal about the guy. He's got it. Corbin's got this. That's your lot. Corbin picking up the win. Are we about to see Kevin Owens drafted? Squidward Tentacles, thank you very much. Hi, Adam. Piss Flaps, I agree. I heard you name drop Club Penguin on today's news and I popped. Is that one you played when you were young along with Habbo Hotel? No, I never gave Club Penguin a go, actually. I never gave it a go. I was a Habbo guy majority of the time. I played a bit of Tibia, if you remember that, and a bit of Neopets as well. Never really got into RuneScape. Also, we're getting pay-per-views ranked 92 and before, and also one for 2020. Yeah, they've just gone on the back burner for a bit, mate. There's, yeah, I've got to get a writer back on those. Lewis House generally does them, so we'll get back to those. I might get that done in the next couple of weeks. We've got some really big stuff coming up. In the not too distant future, as far as ranked stuff goes, we've got in the works right now, we've got every King of the Ring winner. Good to go. We've already done the pay-per-views, but we've got every King of the Ring ranked from worst to best. That should be out in the next couple of weeks. Owen's on that at the moment. And on Sunday night, you got a 2-hour one. It's a big one. I'm really desperately hoping that no tag titles change before Sunday at 6 p.m. or whenever it is that it goes live. Because it is every WWE Tag Team Champions, all the Tag Team Champions, ranked from worst to best. And that includes everything from the classic era titles to the modern day Raw and SmackDown titles. It's a big, big boy. Lots and lots of people have been working on it. It's another one of those ones where we've had like 8 or 9 different people working on various bits of it, from writers to editors. So that goes live on Sunday evening, and yeah, so keep an eye out for that. 6:45, I think it's scheduled for. I think anyway. I am Hector. Hello, Hector. Thank you so much for the donation. Excuse the AEW message while you're watching SmackDown, but I'm watching Dark Elevation from Monday and your stream. Good choice. I swear Eddie Kingston just makes everything look so real. Oh, Kingston's just amazing, isn't he? There's this sort of... There's a charisma about him. There's a presence about him, which is just... He's magnetic, isn't he? You can't take your eyes off him. I love Kingston, for sure. Also, please don't wish away MJF to move to WWE to mid-card feud with The Miz. I wasn't wishing it. That was purely a hypothetical. I don't want to see it. I just think it would be a big get for WWE. It would be a bit of a power play if they chucked a load of money at him. He does like money in character, but I'm sure he likes it in real life too. Just slap an accurate as of X date and you'll be covered. Well, that's the problem. Like with any of this ranked stuff, they go out of date very, very quickly. Sometimes in hours or often in days. So that's why we'll probably go back and update some of the older ones. Like the IC ranked one is a little bit out of date now. US Champ ranked is probably a bit out of date now, so we'll probably update those and get a few of those out near Christmas or something. We did it with the WWE Champions ranked one, and that's out of date now as well because Bobby hadn't won the title at the time, I don't think. Queen Crown Tournament. What have I missed? I was trying so hard. Was there a King of the Ring announcement? Oh my god, I'm doing my best here. How did I miss that? Well, we knew it was coming back anyway. Have they announced a date? Go on, Xavier. Xavier deserves that. Women's King of the Ring and Queen's Crown. Oh, Queen's Crown and King of the Ring. Why can't they just go with Queen of the Ring? Fair play. Well, that's excellent. Good. Starts next week. Ding dong. Way! No, that's great. That's awesome to see. Next Friday. There you go. That'll bridge the gap, won't it, until the draft properly takes effect. Is Charlotte going to win it? Charlotte might win it. Logan, I will continue to support this channel. You guys helped us get through some tough times, especially last year. It's been our pleasure, and thank you for sticking with us, mate. The world needed some entertainment. Thank you guys for entertaining us. Cheers. Cheers to you, Logan. I will cheers my water to you. Logan, thank you very, very much for the kind words there, mate. Cheers. Queen of the Ring, I think, is copywritten elsewhere. Ah, didn't know that. Didn't know that. Fair play. Well, that's exciting, isn't it? I'd really like a proper King of the Ring pay-per-view again, personally. I always loved King of the Ring pay-per-views. And I don't really understand the thinking behind scrapping them, to be honest. Who would I want to win that? Literally anyone but Charlotte. I'll be up for Liv Morgan, getting the rub there. Naomi, they've not done enough with Naomi in recent times. I'll be up for seeing Naomi pick up the win. Here you got Shayna's a good shout. Where Shayna's getting a bit of a push proper on the main roster now and doing some vicious things. Shayna would be a really great shout for winning that and doing it in very convincing fashion. I'm not saying she needs to just like beat everybody and have none of the matches matter, but I'd like to see some dominant performances from Shayna Baszler, who deserves a lot more than she's got on the main roster. Not Eva Marie, please, Martin. I was really willing to give Eva Marie a chance coming back. I was like, maybe she's improved a lot. And I understand why they want her there. But it's not been great, has it? It's not. She still can't go, so... That's a good shout. Aussie Riolu, I hope that's pronounced. Queen of Spades winning Queen's Crown is fitting. Agreed. That's nice, isn't it? And then you get Queen versus Queen, and hopefully Shayna goes over. She gets drafted over to SmackDown. Probably won't happen. Yeah, Bianca would be good in that role as well. I know she's just had the women's title, but that'd be nice to... If they're not going to put her in the Raw women's title picture straight away, then having her win that, I wouldn't be against. Flash of the Chebs, and you wanted to give her a chance, eh? Who are you talking about? Shane? Oh, Eva. Stop it. Stop it. Or has she been written off for a little bit? I think she's been written off for a bit, hasn't she, after the attack? JW Pringle, will you be switching to Rampage after the draft? Or going to Dreamland? Great to see you 2 nights this week. Oh, I'm going to bed, mate. Sorry, I'd love to stick around for the extra hour, but I've got to set an alarm for 8:30 tomorrow morning, because I'm doing news. Second round of drafts. I'm pausing the chat so I don't see anything, because you guys are a little bit ahead of me.
Monday on Raw. With that being said, the first pick in the second round of the 2021 WWE Draft,
Friday Night SmackDown is getting... Drew. Excellent. And he's here. Is he here? She just gestured. Oh, she's gesturing to the Tron. Never mind. We knew Drew was heading over, but that's the right choice. He's done so much on Raw. I think a move to SmackDown is the sensible thing to do, isn't it? Monday Night Raw. RK Bro not being split up, which I think is a good choice as well. They are sticking around on Monday Night Raw together as a unit. Tyler, have you watched or are you planning to watch Squid Game? No spoilers, please. I'm like 4 or 5 episodes in. Yes, is the answer. I'm really enjoying it. Oh! They've split the New Day up again. They've split the bloody New Day up again. Why? Ah! The New Day is 3 people. You've drafted Kofi and Xavier. The New Day is 3 people. That's annoying. I wanted them not flanking Big E, but that's a shame. Whoa! Edge heading back to Raw. So I guess, yeah, we're going to get Seth versus Edge again in Saudi Arabia. And then Edge goes over to Raw. If Seth's sticking around on SmackDown, we don't know yet. I mean, Edge is part-time anyway. He's going to flip-flop between the brands where they need him. I'm disappointed by the New Day or Kofi and Xavier splitting away from Big E there. I think that's a bit of a shame. No Becky yet, so I imagine we'll see that on Monday Night Raw. As I say, they've got to keep some of the big names there. Unless she becomes a free agent, but I think we'll probably see her getting drafted to wherever on Raw. And here he is, Drew. We knew he was there. Size of that sword.
Monday Night Raw, you were WWE champion 2 times, and you led the company through very uncertain times. So,
yeah, he
where's
did.
your mindset now that you've been drafted this Friday Night SmackDown?
I'm excited. I'm very excited. My wheels are turning. I'm thinking about a lot of things. Most of all, I'm so proud of everything I was able to achieve on Raw. I'm also thinking about the past. The present.
He's going to go after Roman, I assume.
A lot of people remember, but I started on SmackDown a long time
Becky
ago.
said she's in Monday's pool. Oh, okay, there you go.
I was so young, I was so immature, full of hopes and dreams, the chosen one. Things didn't work out. I've never forgotten about that, and I've always felt like it's unfinished business. That's the past. Let's talk about the present. Presently, there's a dark cloud that looms over SmackDown. They hide behind their family. They hide behind their blood. SmackDown's been waiting for somebody to step up and flip the damn table.
There you go. He's going after Roman.
I am here.
I don't see him being the man to beat Roman, to take the title off him. And I don't think he should be that man either. But I still don't know who that should be. Because, unfortunately, with the exception of Brock perhaps, and Big E, who is on Raw, and even that's arguable, Edge is here, on his way out. Nobody feels like they're on Roman's level at the moment. No, until that person pops up, and I don't know who that will be. Maybe Walter, although I doubt it. I hate to throw this out there so soon, but Bron Breakker. As I say, they've strapped a rocket to him. It could happen. But Brock could do it. Brock could do it, but then we get into frustrating Brock territory where he goes away for a while and we don't see the Universal title for months on end, which is never good and doesn't help the prestige of the belt. Not Goldberg, Martin. You can get out. But yeah, I really don't think anyone is on Roman's level at the moment. And I really wouldn't like to see it be Drew. As much as I like Drew, I can do without another Drew reign for now. I think he did an amazing job during a really crap time. And I feel for him as well because he didn't get to reign as champion in front of crowds and do it proper. And he did a hell of a job. But it shouldn't be Drew. They might honestly be holding out for Rock. But I don't think they put the title on him. I think that's just Roman going over and getting the rub from The Rock. I'm sure that match will happen. God knows when. We'll see. Drew wins the title at the UK pay-per-view. I mean, I'll probably go to that, and I still don't want to see it as much as I like Drew. Headlocked Vinny Craig. Don't know what type of coverage you guys are doing for Crown Jewel, but if there are predictions punishment idea, the loser has to go trick-or-treating on Halloween night as a grown adult wearing WWE costumes and masks. That's such a good idea, mate. It'll be wonderfully humiliating. No, I don't know what we've got planned yet. We haven't had a chance to chat about it. You'll probably be getting the usual. You'll be getting what happened at. You'll be getting live reactions. You'll be getting cut down reactions, etc., etc. WTF. Potentially the new live review show replacing Graded. But we'll see how we get on there, and I'll let you know in the coming weeks for sure. It's not too far away, is it? It's not too far away at all. What's lovely about it is it's early evening in the UK, and we very, very rarely get that privilege. So that's nice, and that's another reason I'm looking forward to a UK pay-per-view as well. It'll be lovely that happening on our time for once.
Buy a bunch of Reese's. There you go.
You forgot Braun Strowman. What do you mean, Shiro? I don't know if you've heard the news. A few months old now. Braun Strowman probably won't be showing his face.
He's been real pain.
Again with the bill.
It looks like a face.
Yeah, I'm going to try and stream Bound for Glory, Emmett, as well. I always try and do the big impact shows, so I'm going to do my best to do Bound for Glory as well. We probably won't get the same level of content that we would do for an AEW or a WWE pay-per-view, but I'll almost definitely do live reactions for that. The new graded best be with Mr. Campbell. Mr. Campbell will indeed be involved in the new live review show, but you'll have to wait and see. We're trying to build the set for it at the moment. We've been let down time and time again. We're getting like a proper physical set, and I'm not going to go into detail because I'd like you to see it for the first time when we debut it. But it's been a total nightmare with various things happening, the petrol shortage and Brexit getting various things a little bit more difficult at the moment. So we've had to push it back a few times. Bound for Glory not starting till 3 AM our time. No. No. I'll still do it. I'm a glutton for punishment. It's not punishment at all. The Impact pay-per-views always deliver. Well, they have done for the past few years anyway. And you know what? The card. I'm going to have a quick look at the card, actually, just while the ads are on. The card is already looking really, really strong, because I looked at it the other day. I don't know if anything's been added after Impact this week. Yeah, okay, so Christian Cage versus Josh Alexander. Alexander's going over there. And that'll be class as well. Deonna Purrazzo versus Mickie James. Rich Swann versus Brian Myers versus to be announced in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match. Then you got Trey Miguel versus Black Taurus, P.T. Williams, or Steve Macklin versus to be decided. And the tournament final for the inaugural Impact Digital Media Championship. Rolls off the tongue beautifully. Also taking place on the night, we don't know who's going to be in that, obviously. Tyler, I could possibly see Keith Lee or maybe Riddle beating Roman in the future. What do you think of either of those? I think those are decent shouts. They both need a bit of building, obviously, but you're right, in the future. Especially Keith Lee, I could get into that, you know. I'm interested to see where they're going with Keith, with the new Bearcat thing, and like he cut the promo after Raw, which was a little bit heelish. So I'm curious. It's a weird one because I feel like he was a guy that didn't really need freshening up. I just think they needed to stick with what they were doing, but it could be really good still. Edge about to address Seth Rollins. Who claims he is not Edge light.
That I am superior to you in every single way. And that I am the man responsible for ending.
I forgot Edge was going to be here tonight.
But I will not be made a liar of.
I can see Keith taking the title. Yeah, I think it can happen. We'll see where he ends up. I could see him taking the title off Big E as a heel. Don't get me wrong, I want to see Big E reign with that for a little while first. But if there's somebody that I'd like to see take that title off Big E when the time is right, Keith Lee isn't a bad shout at all. I just bloody love Edge promos. I always get quite excited when he's got a mic.
First of all, thank you, Baltimore, for that reaction.
Right? Thank you, Baltimore, who have been class. We're only an hour in. What a crowd! What a crowd!
See, that's why this is the best job in the world. And, you know, earlier today, I was thinking, and it dawned on me that I am the only talent here that was actually on the first episode of SmackDown.
Right.
And because of
What
that,
about Michael Cole? Did he do commentary for the first episode of SmackDown? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Monday Night Raw.
I feel like he did, didn't he?
It's cool. I'm super excited about it. It's a whole
Is Michael Cole not talent?
It's a challenge.
Can't remember off the top of my head.
Which brings me to Seth Rollins.
Cole ain't talent. Oh, behave.
See,
You can't say wrestler, can he? Superstar. He should have said superstar. Michael Cole's a superstar. Undefeated at WrestleMania.
this arena. And every week since he has come out here and challenged me to another match. See, here's the thing. Seth knows I'm not 100%. He knows I'm not cleared yet. Okay, all right. He also knows that if I accept that challenge, then he walks into that match with an advantage right out of the gate. But it's well played because he also knows the kind of man I am, and I have to show up here and answer that challenge. So,
He's answering it for Crown Jewel, I assume.
to 100%.
Was it Cornette and Ross on the pilot or the...
That you want me to admit that you are
Was it Cornette and Ross? See, I don't remember that.
Anyway, while I am standing right here. So get out here and extract those words from my face.
Here comes Rollins. That's what I want my beard to look like, is edges. Grubby. Oh! Seth is not going to come to the ring. He's chilling out backstage, possibly pre-recorded.
Impressed, man. You said that you'd be at SmackDown this week, and what do you know? There you are in the center of the ring. Just a couple of problems, though. One small one. You're not really saying the things that I need you to say. You know, you're not announcing.
I think Seth's at Edge's house here, isn't he?
World that I am not Edge.
I don't recognise the backdrop.
Answering my challenge.
Is he at Edge's house? See, I've seen the outside of Edge's house, because I follow him on Instagram,
SmackDown this week.
and I think that's Edge's house. Beth, get out of there, quick.
A single word that comes out of your mouth ever. And so I didn't believe you. You're a liar. Plain and simple.
Giving me, oh, Wendy vibes.
And so unfortunately, the big problem is that I'm not at SmackDown this week.
He's at his house.
In fact,
Beware of wiggle butts. What's a wiggle butt? Is this a bit of pop culture that I'm unaware of? Edge, why are you where are you running to? You live in Canada. What are you gonna do? I love that Edge is running as quick as he can to Canada. The door's open. It's Edge is halfway there now. It's alright. Edge is halfway there. He's got a hell of a sprint on him. Oh, he's in North Carolina now. He's in Asheville, isn't he? He can run to Asheville from Baltimore. Imagine if Edge turns up now and makes the save. He's got his Sonic Dash on. Beautiful house. Look, oh, that is stunning. Let's just appreciate the interior. What's in his fridge? Do a cribs.
okay. All right, hello, Jay.
Nice.
Jay, I need something healthy. He's doing a Cribs episode at Edge's house. Pineapple a day, of course.
He's left the fridge open. What a heel move. He's wasting electricity. Doesn't care about the environment. What a bastard. I hate him. I hope Edge beats him in Saudi Arabia.
Let's put his feet off the table. You know, this place was hard to find.
Feet on the table.
Oh, that is some good stuff. That is some...
Looking at his kids' drawings. Lyric and Ruby.
That's the girls. That's the girls' artwork, huh?
According to Google Maps, it takes 4 days to get to North Carolina from Baltimore. Thank you, Charizard. Well, Edge is about to do it in 4 minutes. Just you wait, pal. He's got some legs on him. He shut the fridge door. Thank the Lord for that. Where's Beth? Where's Lyric and Ruby?
How cute is that? That is adorable.
This is good stuff. This is good stuff.
You're a lucky man, Edge. Hey, a lucky man.
I'm very jealous of his house, I won't lie. That is stunning.
No.
The sitting room.
Oh, my dude, that is amazing. What a beautiful
It's always brilliant, isn't it, when they go to the houses?
Daughters are gorgeous. Ain't got to look like that, right?
Right, Flickstar? They've left all the lights on. Edge and Beth heel turn, wasting electricity too. Need to top up the Lecky meter.
My friend, this is. I'm sure that's how you're supposed to go to. What is this to?
He's got one of those fancy fireplace remotes.
You are a lucky man, my friend.
This is Cribs, isn't it? They always had those.
This is the homiest home I've ever been in my entire life. It's so cozy.
He's going to fart on the chair, says Zachary.
I could stay
That's the payoff.
all night.
It's a big guff.
I could stay here all night.
And I think I will.
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Don't go home. Go to your brothers. Okay. I don't care about the groceries. Go to your brothers. Okay.
I don't care about the groceries.
I'm calling Daniel and David. They're heading over there. Just go to your brothers, and you call me when you get there, and you stay there. Do you understand? Okay. All right. Just go. Go. I love you. Just go.
What are you going to do, Edge? From there?
Come on, Daniel and David, call the police. A psychopath is roaming through Edge's house right now, sitting on his couch.
Doesn't give a toss about the groceries either. Rich people, eh? Here's somebody who I think's probably getting drafted. Carmella, I would expect to see head over to Raw. Might happen following this match. Only 2 rounds of draft so far, and we are an hour in to the minute now. Declan, you open that fridge in the middle of the night, you'd be effing blinded. Would like to see try do that at Arn's house. One of my favourite things that's happened in wrestling. It's been a hell of a week for wrestling memes. Arn Anderson, what a guy. Are we getting Carmella and Liv again here? Fun little pre-show match that, by the way, on Sunday night. Liv has just got so much better. There we go. Carmella, Liv again. I still hope we see something else from Kevin Owens tonight, whether it's just him getting drafted or whatever. I don't want that to just be it. Gets beat by Corbin. Maybe it'll happen on Monday. Hopefully Liv goes over here. I don't want Carmella to get her win back. Although, if Carmella's going over to Raw... Nah, Liv needs to go over here again. Maybe Liv goes over to Raw. We will see. Seth just ate an apple on a couch. That was underwhelming. Well, Karim. Sorry if I've mispronounced. He's just getting started, isn't he? But we know Beth and the kids aren't there. Apparently those Lily dolls, by the way, like as much as we've ripped on them, apparently they're just like selling out instantly when they go in stock. I guess kids love them. So we haven't seen any NXT call-ups so far. Nothing crazy surprising even happening so far. No tag teams being broken up. I think, as I've said, just sort of sensible drafts. Kids love them. Kids do love them. Are they in stock now? WWEshop.com. Alexa's gone for a little bit, right? You'd think they'd have a few. Continue shopping. Doll, Lily. Alexa Bliss, Lily plush doll. Oh, they've got pre-orders on the go. Oh no, this item will begin shipping on September 20th. So I guess they sold out and now they're back in stock And now they're shipping. 23 quid. Making a pretty penny on those, aren't they? That's with 30% off as well. So I guess they... Yeah, they must have made a killing on them. Which makes me think that they'll want Alexa to continue with this stuff. Just pump out the dolls upon her return. It looks like we're going to get a lot of free agents. Unless they do the whole... Do SmackDown, do Raw, supplemental draft on WWE.com, and then there's a few big name free agents left over. The likes of probably Brock, if we're honest. Probably Brock. How to make New Day got split. Oh yeah, I guess so, yeah. Sorry, I didn't think about that.
See what scholarships you may qualify for?
Yeah, New Day did get split. I don't understand that. I don't understand... Is it the same thinking as what I assume they were doing with Bobby Lashley and getting him away from the Hurt Business to prove that he doesn't need his lackeys, he doesn't need his mates to hold on to that title? I think that's maybe what they're doing there. But they've just got such great chemistry. Even if they just do a little backstage thing once every few weeks, I don't understand the need to split them up. No Domo, no NXTers yet. Yeah, who is getting the hottest free agent gimmick? I still think it'll be Brock. So lots and lots of big name SmackDown stars that we've not seen drafted yet. Let me just grab up the old roster page. We've not. I mean, I don't think they're going to split up the Bloodline, but the Usos have not been mentioned. We got Rey Mysterio, Cesaro. We've got Shinsuke Nakamura, of course, Seth Rollins, who we've just seen. But we have seen Edge head over. Sami Zayn, also not drafted yet. Triple H, for some reason, is listed as a SmackDown superstar, according to WWE.com, so maybe Triple H. I think this will be a pretty quick match, and hopefully it's a pretty quick win for Liv Morgan. We'll see. Adam, this is the first time that all four horsewomen have technically been on the same brand. Bitch! Oh, they wheeled out the B word.
You're ever gonna have to try to destroy my beautiful face. Ladies!
What's going on here? Oh, she's borrowed Sheamus's mask. Burndos, thank you ever so much, mate. Thanks for the entertainment throughout the past 18 months and before, guys. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Thank you for the very generous donation there, Burndos, mate. Cheers. Oh, it's stunning. That doesn't look like it would protect your face that much. Like when The Undertaker had the face on, when Brutus Beefcake had the face on. They're pretty rigid. That's a gimp mask there. You look stupid, Chance, from the Baltimore universe. That is awful, isn't it? She's taken it off. She's taken it off after... Wait, is that it? What? She didn't beat the hell out of Liv. She hit a move on Liv. What? What was that? What happened? Right, more draft. I'm pausing. I don't know what happened there, ladies and gentlemen. What the hell was that? SmackDown's getting... Corbin gets drafted. They stick with Corbin before the IC champ, the tag champs. Madcap Moss, as he is now known, is in the 3rd round. I know they're a unit. Madcap, better than Shinsuke. Nikki and Rhea sticking around on Raw. They've really flubbed those women's tag titles, haven't they? I feel like it's been a bit of a failed experiment. Come on, give us something a bit more interesting.
And with the next pick, Friday Night SmackDown selects the hottest group in NXT.
Oh! Hit row! It is. Nice! Happy with that. Happy with that. Hit row. All of them heading to SmackDown. Chuffed with that. Chuffed with that. That's great that they've got the 3rd round draft pick as well. I think they can do great stuff. Swerve's incredible as well, isn't he? Finally. Bearcat. Keith Lee sticking on Raw. Looking very, very grumpy in his new picture. He's definitely a heel, isn't he? Hit row, eh? Hit row. Finally got an NXT call-up. I say finally. It's not been going on for that long, has it? Oh, if you're synced up, I'm very, very sorry, but my perfectly legal stream has just gone down there. Let's try again. Try one of these. Oh, it just went back as well. Sorry. Sorry, we're not missing anything. I think I'm another 20 seconds or so behind. Keep stuttering, apparently. Keith Lee sticking on Raw. And it's broken again. Apparently this is happening for a few people. Sorry if you just got it synced. I do apologise. Oh, it's just jumping all over the place. Come on. There we go. And beat the hell out of people. Heard that about 10 times now. We're back. Oh, it's done it again. It's just yeah, I think we're on the same perfectly legal stream here, Ryan. Oh, it's just skipping back and forth. Excellent. Love it when this happens. It's totally my fault, in fairness. Okay, we're back. Right, New Day, or 2/3 of New Day, heading out with the Street Profits. Seems to be working now. They're making their way to the ring if you want to try and sync up again. I do apologise. OTG, are you a fan of The Sopranos? Have you watched the new movie? After this stream I'm watching it. Also, Roddy Strong for NXT champ. Don't think he'll get there quite yet. I've never seen it. I've heard very, very good things. I believe it's one of the best bits of TV ever produced. But I've never actually watched it, mate. So, Ellen, Edge said he was going to call Daniel and David the real names of Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood, who he's close with, and also live in North Carolina. Oh! I didn't pick up on that. I love that too, Sue Ellen. We're back. We're back. We're going to our break. Currently on the screen is some fake fighting. Tyson Fury. Who actually did? I only really know. I don't watch boxing or anything, but I quite enjoyed his thing in WWE. I didn't think it was that bad. Adam, what about Goldberg versus Roman as Goldberg's farewell match? Well, Goldberg's contracted for a fair few matches, yeah. I think he was on a 3-year deal as well, from what I remember, so I think he's got a little bit more. I mean, hopefully he goes out, does the job for somebody. I don't think Roman needs it. I think there are other people that I'd rather give that to, but it's a few years away, so who knows who that'll be. I love Fury, so I was happy enough. I don't really know anything about him, Patrick, mate. I've seen a few of his his press conferences, whatever they're called in boxing, that sort of thing, the weigh-ins. And I think I've seen him on a TV show or two as well. He's a nutter, isn't he?
Switch to quality car insurance. Call now or search NFU Mutual.
Oh, Brett, you. Every day I get closer to forcing you to sign up for BT Online with these squeaky clean streams of yours. I knew you'd be watching. I knew you'd be there. Yeah, it's because I don't do them. I should have invested in it. Thank you, by the way, Brett, mate. I should have invested in it during lockdown when I was doing these 3 or 4 nights a week. Yeah, you're right. It is my job, and I'm not very good at it. Lovely to see you, by the way, Brett. I hope you're really well, mate. Kyle, where do you think the 4 horsewomen end up? I think Becky is going to go over to Raw. Bayley's an interesting one. They might not even acknowledge her for a little bit. But Bayley wouldn't surprise me if she went to Raw as well. And then I think Sasha and Charlotte on SmackDown. We already know, obviously, Charlotte's on SmackDown. But it wouldn't surprise me when Bayley comes back if she heads over to the Red brand. Thank you very much, Kyle, by the way. Fury's a massive advocate for mental health. Came back from suicidal depression and addiction to become World Heavyweight Champion. That's awesome. I didn't know that about him. That's really cool. Adam is not drinking straight vodka. Adam is drinking water. He's being good. I had a coffee before I started. I made myself a quick mocha before we started. But I'm not flagging yet, so it's all good. I'll be dead tomorrow morning, that's for sure. I'm on a BT Sports stream now. All I can see is the BT Sport logo. I'm not sure this is working. You're doing good, Adam. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate that, my friend. Bougie. What's bougie? Oh, the mocha. It wasn't bougie. It's from... What's going on here? Is the audio all bollocksed up? Oh, bloody hell. Jobber entrances for Alpha Academy and Rudolph. What's gone on with the bloody... We're back. We're back. Technical issues there. Not my end. I think that was BT's end. No, it wasn't bougie. It's a sachet from Aldi down the road. I can assure you it's not. Adam, what's that behind you? Well, Barry Horowitz, and it's lovely to see you here, Barry. I'm a big fan of your work. It's a big concrete dog. Why don't you have one in your home? It should be quite a fun match. Montez's ribs taped up. Nice little touch there. Brett, stop it. You're better at your job than I am at mine, man. And with a job, and with your job, you'd be able to class the purchase as a business expense. That's a very good point. Hadn't even... Yes, that is a very, very good point. And that's not true because I watch your streams and you're ridiculously engaging and 10 times better at this than I will ever be. Got her an hour ago, completely forgot it was the draft. Need to be up early to see someone off, so I'll watch this tomorrow. Take care of yourself, my friend. Really nice to see you. And enjoy your early morning. I'll be doing the same. Hope all's great with you, mate. So maybe we'll see a few tag teams drafted in this next round. You would expect so. The fact that, like, Corbin coming before... And I know they can happen on Raw. Looks like maybe the mid-card titles might change brands, perhaps. Maybe we'll see Corbin, Nakamura heading over. Taking the IC there. And then the US Priest taking it over to SmackDown. What are they chanting? Oh, we want the smoke. JW Pringle, mental health check-in. If you, like me, sometimes need help with your mental health, please reach out. You're loved and worthy. We need you here with us. Bless you, mate. Thank you very, very much. That's very beautiful words, as always. Priest will get drafted Monday to SmackDown. I think you would think that they would do one of the mid-card champions tonight. Although then I guess it makes one of the draft picks fairly obvious next week. But yeah, as I say, there are a fair few big names that we've not seen mentioned yet. One that I totally forgot about, that they didn't even flipping acknowledge. Finn Balor. Where's he ending up? NXT UK. It's what he wants, apparently. Yeah, but we've not seen Becky, we've not seen Nakamura, Owens, not seen the tag champs. Seth. We've not seen Jimmy and Jay yet. Oh, I said tag champs. I wonder if we'll see Finn tonight. I feel like this is one of those WWE things that they're just not going to explain. But yeah, they could be doing it on Monday. We don't get the full story tonight, obviously. What on earth is going on here? Not that I don't enjoy Alpha Academy, but I sort of want to see Otis and Gable get split up just so they can both do their thing singles. BT are totally bollocking this stream up. They're now showing an advert for football while the audio is playing wrestling still. Oh no, they've just gone to ad break early. That's weird. I don't know what's happened there because everything else was in sync. Just tuned in. Did I miss the draft? You missed a bit of it, Rabid Cheesehead. You missed a bit of it. Will we see more NXT call-ups? We might see one more tonight. I would expect to see at least one, maybe two on Raw on Monday. Oh, my stream's fine. It's just playing the New Day entrance again, mate. Brett, I'm gonna get BT.
My name is John Codler, West Coast.
We're back. We're back on an American stream by the look of it. People are saying BT's fine. Peacock issues. Adam, there's been problems with Red B since last Saturday that's affected BT Sports, Channel 4 and Channel 5. Oh, I saw this thing, because Channel 4 didn't air an episode of something, and then they had to do it on E4, and I can't remember what the show was. It wasn't Come Dine With Me, it was like the season finale of something, and they got loads of crap for it. Either that or, yeah, Simon. Vince is angry with... Angry, not Andrew. Sending my love to Andrew. FBI, is the perfectly legal stream still work? Stop it. Stop it, feds. Don't need you on my back. Channel 4 is effed at the minute. What's going on? Somebody explain this to me. Are there still issues? I don't even know what Red B is. Red B. No, not Red Tube. Red B Media. Experts in end-to-end media services. Oh, so it's their like, digital distribution thing. Why is Vince angry with Andrew? That's a mouthful. That's like a tongue twister, that. It's been an alright SmackDown. Ultimate Farmer, they're saying it's been boring so far. I think it's been okay. I mean, the Edge Rollins stuff, that's a nice little thread. Excited to see what happens there. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when the stream goes down for you? I'm having a mare here. At least it's on the adverts. Stick with me. I'm getting BT. I promise. That was my Alex Wright impression. You know what? We had an interesting Facebook message this week. Probably shouldn't say this. We might do something with him. We'll see. But just had a weird one, and I'll give him a shout out just in case he's watching. Who remembers Kid Romeo from WCW? Anybody remember Kid Romeo from WCW? He messaged the Facebook page the other day and said that he'd just been watching. They lose charm when you get streams that work, don't they? Just, I'm having a whale of a time here, mate. Anyone remember Kid Romeo? I remember. That's good. Who? No, stop it. That Kid Romeo. Yeah, that Kid Romeo. WCW icon. We're back. The match is happening. I'm on Fox again. Yeah, Kid Romeo message just saying how much he enjoyed the Where Are They Now, and he wanted to pitch an idea or something. I think it was from the it would have been the Where Are They Now for the last episode of WCW Nitro, because I think, if memory serves, last WCW Nitro, I think he was on the card for that, wasn't he? Nitro. Oh, that was that's suplex. Beautiful. Oh, I can't find it. I'm pretty sure he was. Somebody will know. He was, apparently. Thank you, Stu Hill. Roman's left testicle. Thank you. I don't watch a lot of SmackDown. Is it always this boring? I think it's been alright. Roman's segment was good, but everything else has just been kind of dull as it's me. As I say, I've enjoyed the Edge Rollins stuff. Everything else has just been there. It's been fine. And SmackDown's been pretty good for a long while now, actually. Since Roman has been head of the brand, essentially. But you still get the odd off episode. I guess, you know, a lot of housekeeping, a lot of admin tonight. Are we about to see the Street Profits get split up while they're in the ring together? I always like it when they do that stuff. That could be happening here. While the heels point at them and laugh from the outside. Like, Street Profits go over here and then get split up. That wouldn't surprise me. Thank you, by the way, Roman's left testicle. Hugo Tennington. Evening, Adam. Why don't you watch the legal stream on Twitch? Seems to be more reliable, and you can open the tab at incognito to not show up in the viewer list. Take care, pal. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know people stream this on Twitch. How do they get away with that? I see that people do it with, like, old Attitude Era SmackDowns and Raws and stuff, and they stay up. And they get partnered as well, or at least an affiliate or whatever it's called. Like, they're earning bits just showing old episodes of Raw and SmackDown. Madness. I'll stick with this one for now, but I will look into this, because I especially before Raw, I'll sort something out. I apologise for tonight's lack of professionalism, as if you're not used to it by now. Apparently, Wrestling Streams HD on Twitch. If it goes down again, I'll just bookmark that now, right? And I'll jump to that if this messes up again. Wrestling HD is the go. Oh, apparently that's a thing. I didn't know they showed the... I've seen people do, like, Impact before they put an end to it. And I've seen them do NXT UK. I think Stephen Larson did an NXT watch-along where they showed it on stream. Am I right in saying that? Maybe I'm misremembering. Adam, use it. I'm stuck on this tablet thing. It's a bit of a nightmare to navigate around. I'm not using the PC for the stream. I've got a tablet in front of me. I'll stick with this for tonight. If it goes down again, I'll sort something out. Xavier's going up top. This could be the finish. Twitch don't give a shoot, says Loopy. New Day picking up the win for the baby faces. What's about to happen? I want to see Sonya and I want to see Adam Pearce on that ramp right now. And I think I want to see the Street Profits get split up. Fun little match. Xavier gets the win. Is he going to win King of the Ring? It would be lovely, wouldn't it? But the fact that they've been drafted as a tag team to SmackDown, I would suggest probably not. King Xavier would be class. King Woods, whatever you want to go with. Oh, no immediate draft there. I was really hoping we were getting it. Bianca Belair tuning up for her match tonight. She's in the main event. WrestleMania rematch against Sasha Banks for Sweet FA, just for pride. And it's coming up next, which is early, which means that they're finishing with a Seth Edge segment, I assume. Something big and dramatic is going to happen at the close of the show tonight. But you would guess that before that happens, we're probably going to get one more round of drafts. We'll see. I'm speaking at a mile a minute tonight. Tell about a mocker. Miriam would be great for the draft. What do you think, Adam? Mario Man, I agree. I think she's really, really talented. It'd be nice to see, but maybe it'll happen on Raw. Maybe it'll happen in the supplemental draft on WWE.com if they do that. It's a weird one. I don't think they see that much in her, which is a shame. Beth's going to show up with a Glock. Adam, if you give a single penny to British Telecom, I will come to Newcastle and feed you hot sauce. You know the damage that will do. Don't be nasty. But no, I'm going to have to look into something because this is... It's ludicrous, isn't it? Happens all the piss in time. It must be annoying for you. Look at that, Rob McNeely. Breaker should go to Raw already. Do you see him beating Ciampa for that title? He's such a featured part of the show already. Like, he's being booked so strong. He might just take the belt off of Ciampa super quick. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. Jared, thank you very, very much. I feel bad saying it, but I do get the feeling that the Street Profits are going to go the way the Rockers did. And I probably don't need to tell you who the Jannetty is. I agree. And I wish the best for Angelo as well. But yeah, yeah. What can you say about it? Like, Montez is just...
If you need any help, just let me know. Babysitting, borrowing...
He's miles ahead, isn't he? He really is. Roman's right testicle, thank you very much. Whatever the left said, don't listen. He's a liar. Also, it's my birthday. Is it really your birthday? Happy birthday, Roman's right testicle. Not left testicle. That was a different person. Good stream, Adam. I also heard Devil is a good guy. Modern Bud. Is it you? Of course it's... How did I not pick that up from... Happy birthday. I take it back. Take it back. To be honest, paying for wrestling isn't exactly working class. Get a coat hanger, twist it into an aerial shape, and those are the days. Those are the days. Adam, did you see Kofi's tweet about Big E? I didn't. What's he said? Montez has so much more charisma. Yes, he does. Zexal Envy, if that's how it's pronounced. Yes, he unfortunately... I don't want to say unfortunately. Montez is just like future world champion material. And Angelo currently just isn't. And that's sad, isn't it? I would still be a little bit upset to see them get split up. But they've done so much. They've already held both tag belts. What else do they want to do? One indication that they might not be splitting them up is that they use them as opening fodder. No, not fodder. They use them as an opening act in house shows, right? They get them out there, and the crowd love them, and that's a very, very valuable talent to have. To go out there and get the crowd electric straight away, and they're very good at it. They really are. So maybe WWE will want to keep them together just because of the value that they bring to the house show circuit. But I don't know. Kofi tweeted that Big E will be drafted to SmackDown on Monday. If only. Ah, I feel for him. You know they want to be working together and doing stuff together as well. Right, we're back. And it looks like... I don't see Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville out there yet. They've got to do one more round, haven't they? And maybe one more round after that before whatever we get from Edge and Rollins?
Considering the fact that I actually went to a Boys and Girls Club when I was little, I'd say the
don't know.
Probably the importance of being myself.
And thank you, by the way, Jared, Roman's right testicle. Roman's left testicle. Hugo Tennington, FBI. Thank you, especially for the FBI. Good to know you're watching. Have the draft started? Brandy, you're an hour and a half into the show. What do you think, pal? Pringle, just had a thought. What if New Day expand and bring the Street Profits on board? I'm here for it. I'm not. I'm not. No. The New Day, they've just been a unit for so long. I don't think they need to expand. I don't know how much value they would bring. The Street Profits would bring to the New Day. They got their act so nailed. Doesn't do anything for me. Then the Street Profits can do singles work while being a part of a faction. I like the fact that the New Day is just 3 men, has always been 3 men who are just perfect together. I don't think you need to mess with that formula, personally. Right, we're back. Another round of drafts here. I apologise if I'm a little bit behind. I'm going to pause the chat just in case something happens. Do remember to be a star. Oh, nice camera work. Final round. This is it. And then we just got wrestling. Ugh. First pick, 4th round. Oh, it's Naomi. Well, good. User, right? User. I don't know what to say about that. Naomi, SmackDown. Sonya Deville's not happy about it. I'm sort of enjoying their little feud that they've got going on. Be an interesting payoff if Sonya gets back in the ring. And Dominic. I thought they were splitting up Rey and Dom there. The Mysterios heading over to Monday Night Raw. That's cool. I'm glad they're sticking together. They've been great on SmackDown. They've been really good fun. Jeff? Jeff heading back to SmackDown. That's cool. Give him one more go with a mid-card title, eh? One more go would be lovely. I'm not bothering you for a like spike, by the way. We've got 1,500 people watching. If you fancy liking the video, it doesn't cost you anything. Helps us. Please the algorithm, all that bull. It's not bull. It's very real. Monday Night Raw are getting NXT Austin Theory. I think a lot of us expected his name to pop up either tonight or Monday. Very, very talented guy. There you go, Austin Theory. Heading from NXT to Monday Night Raw. Interesting. Jack, have I missed anything of note, or has this been another cookie-cutter pointless draft for a rating pop? A few NXT call-ups. You've just seen one there with Austin Theory. And Hit Row coming up as well. A few changes. Charlotte over on SmackDown, bringing the title over to SmackDown.
Newest members of Friday Night SmackDown
Austin Theory.
is the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. Jeff, like I said, we just learned you're one of the newest members to
I love a Jeff promo. Brock and Jeff? Jeff's just pegged it. Little bitch. Oh.
Are we live right now?
Are we live?
My apologies for interrupting. Excuse me, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a public announcement I'd like to share. I'd like to thank my good friend, Paul Heyman. Because of Paul Heyman, Brock Lesnar is a free agent.
The hottest free agent.
Because of Paul, and all because of that, Brock Lesnar gets to do
What he wants. Nice.
wants to do.
Brock's going to flip-flop between the brands where they need him. Except that wink. Amazing. Hey, that's good. It's exactly what I wanted to see Brock Lesnar do. Yeah, exactly what he wants to do.
My good friend Paul Heyman.
Heyman's in pieces.
Friends with Brock Lesnar?
He's crying.
Let me ask you something, Paul.
His eyes are red raw.
Are we good friends? You're my tribal chief. Because if we're good friends, that means you look out for me.
Heyman's amazing.
And if you look out for
I feel like Heyman could have just like could have done any, like he could genuinely, he could be an actor easily. He's so good.
I'm going to be drafted to SmackDown on Monday at Raw. It's all figured out. It's a strategy. There's manipulations. It's a strategy.
Roman not a happy bunny at all. That's good. Adds another nice little layer to the Heyman Brock story as well. Obviously with Roman in there too. I like that. I actually love this version of Brock. Me too, Sue Ellen. Just a badass winker who does what he wants. Oh, Heyman. Are they going to split the bloodline?
Please don't do this. All right, relax, man. Let's follow the strategy. Let's stick to the plan.
This is excellent.
I want you to go to Raw
I want you to
on Monday.
go to Raw on Monday.
Make sure that my cousins are drafted to SmackDown.
He's going to fail and getting them drafted to SmackDown, isn't he? They're going to split the bloodline up.
Yes, my tribal chief.
Heyman's going to fail. Roman's going to be super pissed off with Heyman. Maybe Heyman gets back with Brock? Oh, I love it.
I want you to go with him.
Heyman's going to fail, isn't he? Heyman's going to fail.
Be very clear that you're to be drafted to SmackDown. And if you're not, leave him for dead at Raw.
Leave him for dead. They're splitting the bloodline. Heyman's getting killed on Monday. Oh, I thought the bloodline would be together for a long, long time. Leave him for dead on Raw. Good stuff. Very, very good stuff. Like, the in-ring action tonight has just been alright. I imagine this match is going to be very good, to be fair. The in-ring action has been alright, but a few really interesting storyline developments. Yeah, they might drop the titles on Monday, Ryan. Good shout. That's fine. If they do it on Monday, that's alright. That's alright. Because our tag rank list goes up on Sunday. It'll be out of date 24 hours later. Excellent. Should be good. That was a fun 10 minutes of SmackDown, that. I don't want heel Brock again yet. Nor me, James. Nor me. Oh, you're saying if he gets back with Paul Heyman, that's what we'll get. Maybe if Heyman gets killed by the Usos, the bloodline splits, maybe Heyman becomes face. Maybe he gets a bit of sympathy from there. Is her leg taped up? Is she wearing a brace there? It might just be her attire. I'm not sure. You think back to some of, like, even though he was heel Brock, like Boombox Brock and some of the comedy stuff that him and Heyman did together was really excellent and showed that, you know, if they want Brock in that babyface role, he can do it. Not that he'll ever be a true babyface. I don't know if it's fair to call him a tweener either. But sort of veering more towards babyface than... He's just Brock Lesnar, isn't he? He said it himself. He just does what he wants. And I love that. She is wearing a brace? Fair. Best Brock was Mariachi Band Brock in 2004. Excellent segment, that. He's badass, that's what he is. Agreed. Very much agreed. Adam, Brock to pass the torch to Gable Steveson at Mania. They'll do the match. They'll do the match. And yeah, I would expect Gable to go over if they do that. I'm quite excited to see what they do with Gable. He's a guy that I don't think they'll bother with NXT. I imagine he's on a pretty lucrative deal, isn't he? I think they'll probably want him on the main roster ASAP. Get him trained in the Performance Center. Oh, no, he's training somewhere else, isn't he? I imagine he'll do the Performance Center as well. Lumberjack father of 4, Brock Lesnar. How are you watching it live? Well, I've got a perfectly legal television set in front of me. Mate, obviously. Yeah, let's do another like spike. One more like spike, courtesy of Will Hunter. If you like Will Hunter, or if you don't, give us a like. Spike that like. What's your favourite Lesnar rivalry? Mine was with Angle. Yeah, that's up there for me as well, to be honest. Angle. Eddie? Maybe. No, I think it's that. Yeah, I'd go with Angle. Maybe Eddie. Eddie was great, wasn't it? Nah, Angle. Buy that. Lesnar Taker, yeah, good stuff. Have you heard of Mike ... Hunt? You're gonna have to get up a little bit earlier in the morning, Ryan, to fool me with that name. I've been fooled a fair few times in the last couple of weeks. Well, no, it was just a pay-per-view, wasn't it? Extreme Rules. People got me again and again and again. Lesnar and Joe was good fun. That's a good shout, Simply Garbage. Underrated. Terrible try, Ryan, actually. Thank you, by the way, Tyler, Sue Ellen, Jack, JW Pringle, Jared. Thank you. Brock Big Show. Yeah, Brock Big Show is good. Yeah. I agree, it's one that doesn't get talked about too much when it comes to Brock, isn't it? But yeah. Yeah, I'd put Angle at the top. Lesnar Angle was just excellent. Everything about it was spot on. Ever heard of Restaurant Wendy's? Ryan, of course I've heard of Wendy's. I've eaten at Wendy's. I was thoroughly unimpressed. Didn't do anything for me. So I don't want to mess this up, but I'm gonna get the draft results up for anybody that's just tuning in now and has missed it. So round 1, I'm gonna go through this super quick. SmackDown, Roman Reigns. Raw, Big E. SmackDown, Charlotte Flair heading over to the blue brand. Raw, Bianca Belair heading over to the red brand. SmackDown picking Drew McIntyre. There's a switch. Raw sticking with RK Bro. SmackDown, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. Raw taking Edge. Round 3 now. Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss. If you're unfamiliar, that's Riddick Moss. There's the graphic there. Raw, Rhea Ripley and Nikki Ash, the women's tag champs, staying there. SmackDown, Hit Row, up from NXT. Raw, Keith Bearcat Lee sticking on Raw. SmackDown, getting Naomi. Raw, getting Dominic Mysterio and Rey Mysterio. SmackDown, Jeff Hardy, the charismatic Enigma, heading over to SmackDown. And Raw, taking from NXT, Austin Theory. So you are all caught up now. Oh, here comes Becky. Are we not getting the match? She's just going to sit at commentary. Is she dressed to wrestle? No, she is not. Going on commentary. Big time Bex. Somebody that we don't know where she's gonna end up. With Charlotte heading over to Raw. It could mean that Charlotte heading over to SmackDown as Raw champion. It could mean that Becky heads over to Raw and they just swap the titles. We'll see. Boy, you better no. Is that a joke name? Adam, thank you for what you've provided over the last year. Question, if you had to pick 2 modern wrestlers to be a triple tag team, who would you pick? 2 modern wrestlers to be a triple tag team? What do you mean? 2 modern wrestlers to be a triple tag team? Do you mean 3? I don't understand the question. Or am I joining them up with an existing wrestler? Oh, am I the 3rd wrestler? You know what I'd like to see happen again? Oh, we've not heard either of their names mentioned tonight. I'd like to see a reunion of the Bar. Is Adam slow? Yes, I am. Thank you for noticing. If you have to pick 2 modern wrestlers to be a triple tag team. Oh, it is me. You know what? I'll join the Bar. I'll join the Bar because I loved Sheamus and Cesaro together. I thought they were excellent. I think they're one of the best tag teams of the last 10 years. Certainly in the top 10 for me. They were so much fun together. And I get on like a house on fire with Cesaro and Sheamus. I like coffee and I like fighting, having my nose broken, being really bloody hard. Yeah, I miss the Bar. It feels like it would be a fairly decent time to put them together. If they don't want to do something with Cesaro as a singles guy, I'll be up for. Screw modern Adam. Brutus Beefcake and Sergeant Slaughter. Another 2 men that I have a huge amount in common with, of course. Something about Becky now, not in a heelish way. She just sort of pisses me off. I think it's because I want to see her as a baby face. I mentioned this on Sunday night. It's really just not clicking for me. Her as a heel. He's trying too hard to be heel, says James. Becky not working as a heel, says Nehemius Aquino. Salvador saying she's a tryhard as well. I get that she's meant to be annoying. She is annoying, but it's not in the right way for me. Becky biceps. McGregor wannabe, yeah. I don't know. Sam loves her heel work so far. Fair play. It's just a bit off. Exactly what Darian said there. OTG, sorry I missed you, mate. I missed a couple here. Eddie's addiction promo on Brock was proof that Eddie was a star, no matter the size. Also, for Halloween punishment, someone go as X-Pac Mark Henry. Well, that's not happening, is it? OTG. And Patrick, thank you very much, Patrick. Paul fails, Bloodline split, Paul and Brock reunite, Brock with Heyman beats Roman without Bloodline. That's good stuff. Roman is outed as a facade. Don't know how I feel about it, but that's the plan, I reckon. I think that's not a bad prediction, because it's all happening quite quick, isn't it? Ahead of the Saudi Arabia show, that's not a bad shout. That's not a bad shout at all. And I don't think I'm anti it. I don't think I'm anti it either. Oh, would it be a shame to give Brock the rub of beating Heyman when it could be given to somebody else? Yeah, it probably would. It probably would. It's a bit status quo again, isn't it? But I don't hate it. Yeah, I don't know. Boy better know, what's your ultimate ambition for Cultaholic? To take over the world, to buy WWE and AEW and bring back WCPW. No, ultimate ambition for Cultaholic. I think it's just to provide. For me, it's to provide people with a decent living and give them a job that they love doing, I guess. Hopefully, keep entertaining people. We've been doing it for so long, obviously. Cultaholic and What Culture together now. I mean, it's been over 6 years for me personally, and other people much longer. But yeah, I think the priority is hopefully, obviously, to keep entertaining you scumbags. No, but yeah, we've got 30 odd staff now. Cultaholic and Triple Jump together, and I want to see the company grow, and yeah, people that really enjoy coming to work, and I hope we have that now. But also the WCPW thing, without a doubt. So we have got the remainder of this match. It's only about 15 minutes to go because I know I'm a little bit behind. We got the overrun as well. We've got the remainder of this match, and we'll probably find a little bit more out about what's going on with Seth and Edge. You would assume we're going to get a bit more there, unless we find out what happened on Raw. But I feel like they should do something else tonight. No Roman and Drew tonight. I guess the live crowd are probably getting that as the dark main event, aren't they? Which I sort of thought would be the case anyway. The fact that Drew was advertised to me indicated that, although it was predictable anyway, that Drew was going to be heading over to SmackDown. The fact that he was there on the night, I think that was the story more than the main event. No, I'm not doing Rampage C-Mac. No, I'm off to bed because I've got to be up. Got to be up early to have a chat with my best friend Sam Driver about all the wrestling news. Few interesting bits to talk about just coming out of SmackDown. Like we got the draft stuff, which we'll probably recap. Oh, look at this! So they're advertising like Nia Jax and Eva Marie for the Queen's Crown thing, and then you got the King of the Ring there: Kevin Owens, Lashley, Seth, Cesaro, Drew. Some interesting faces popping up there, but I would assume that card subject to change, maybe. No song tomorrow, I'm afraid, Trevor. They take me about 2 hours each to write. Darian, Pacitti for the next James Bond. Let's get a petition going for our leader in the bright lights of Tinseltown. I auditioned for the role and they told me I was too handsome. So it wouldn't be realistic, mate. They got to stick with ugly freaks like Daniel Craig, Pierce Brosnan. Sorry. Wafers Mash, thank you very much. You have Cultaholic and Triple Jump. If you got the funding right now, what would your third channel be? I'm not sure. It's something that we've obviously sort of discussed. We're certainly not in the financial position to be launching anything new, just because of the investment that it takes. But if we were to get that investment, as you say, I think we would look at something certainly in pop culture, and maybe do something something that we have a shared interest in. So probably a Michael Barrymore centric channel? No, probably TV movies, something like that. It's difficult to do football stuff, Patrick, just because of the licensing agreements that you have to use images. They're very, very expensive thing to do, and where so much of our income comes from list videos, if we were unable to do that without the relevant imagery, it wouldn't work. So it is a really difficult thing to do. I know obviously we've got a lot of football fans in the office. Just a two. Patrick, again, don't worry, Adam. You've entertained me at most twice. Keep up the subjective content. Subjective content, twat. Thank you. You look like PewDiePie. That can stick. The Puby beard. PewDiePie is so good, Mr. Slump. That's so good. I'm nicking that. I'm owning that. I'm PewDiePie from now on. Forget leader. PewDiePie it is. Football are very strict with their intellectual property, yeah. Obviously, I mean, you've got the football stuff that we can get away with over on Twitch. Ross is doing FIFA, and Jack and Owen doing Football Manager. PewDiePie. Yeah, I might trademark that before WWE do. What happened to the intros to the news videos? We scrapped them because a lot of people were skipping them, and we've just got to be so aware of retention and drop-off. It's basically the same thing. We've got to be so aware of retention that if people tune out because me and Sam are dicking about or whatever. So that's why we get straight to the news, and you'll see a lot of other wrestling channels, the vast majority, doing that, and that's the reason why. It's unfortunate, but it's the platform on which we operate, so there you go. If things were different and YouTube was not the way it is, we'd be doing a lot of things very, very differently. But the changes to the YouTube algorithm, all that sort of stuff, combined with COVID, lowering advertising rates, and also, although it's picked up recently, a bit of a drop-off in the interest of wrestling generally has hurt us quite significantly. I would make no secret of that. And so we're doing what we got to do to crack on. Just a two. That sucks. I love the intros. Well, we love doing the intros as well. Hopefully you understand, and a lot of the changes that have been made are for various factors that are completely out of our control. YouTube is very, very different to how it was when we launched 4 years ago, and we've got to roll with the punches and all that. Do what we got to do. Does it drop off more during the summer? Yeah, summers are typically pretty rough months because people go outside. I don't understand the intro. The reason for doing so. 1, 2, no. Jared, it's amazing how many people you employ, Adam. You could easily get away with having less staff and a less polished product and just have more money, but you're committed to providing both jobs and top quality entertainment, and I really admire that. Thank you very much. Cheers. I appreciate it. We got some amazing, everybody's just class. Incredible team. Really, really talented, truly talented people. And myself. Logan, final one of the night. Is there anyone from NXT that you'd like to see in the men's or women's Queen and King of the Ring? I'd like to see Walter and Kaylee Ray to represent. Also surprised, no Mash or Jackie. Good. Cheers from Canada. Cheers to Canada. Thank you very much, Jared. Anyone that I'd like to see from NXT? I think it might be an interesting way to bring someone like Gargano up. I reckon Austin Theory will be in there. Main roster superstar now. Walter's a great shout, and Kaylee Ray's a really great shout as well. Dakota Kai springs to mind. I think Dakota would be a really good fit there. And Connor, thank you very much, mate. Hi, Adam. 2 questions for you tonight. 1, if Roman just runs over Brock, who would legitimately be left to take the title belt from him? First of all, mate, it's not a belt. It doesn't hold your trousers up. No. Connor, thank you. We talked about this so much, and I honestly cannot figure it out. I don't want it to be Drew. I don't want it to be Lashley. I don't think it'll be either of those. Walter is honestly the guy that I think I'd like to see do it the most. If not like Cesaro or someone, but they're not going to do that. Watch yourself. And 2, I love Becky, but why has WWE made a heel character just a female Seth with the stupid jackets? Just been talking about this as well. I don't get it. It does nout for me. It does nout for me. I don't think she's got much heat. People still love seeing her. Oh, is it a DQ? She's holding on to the hair. Roll up. That's it, isn't it? Got it with a roll up. There you go. That's your lot. It was a fine match. Oh, and it's Charlotte. 3/4 of the 4 horsewomen at ringside right now. Miss Bailey. Hope she's doing all right. Connor, thank you so much for the donation as well. Adam, you look like cut from the same cloth as Tony Schiavone. I'll take it. I prefer PewDiePie. To be honest, yeah, Becky did want to be heel. I just don't like the heel character very much. 2 women's champions staring each other down, and I think that's your lot. No more from Edge or Rollins, which really, really surprises me. I guess another reason to tune in on Monday night to WWE Raw. It was an alright SmackDown. Some interesting developments there. Cool to see some of the NXT call-ups, and I hope they continue on Monday night. But this has been a hoot. Thank you very, very much for watching. I'm off to bed now because I'm up very, very, very shortly. So I will see you tomorrow for some news with Sam. We've got a list going live in the evening. We've got a big ranked, all WWE Tag Team Champions ranked from worst to best on Sunday evening. Another list up on Sunday afternoon. And I will be back on Monday for more draft action. Oh, bloody hell, there's a few more donations. Thank you. To be fair, a wrestling title championship could hold up your trousers if you bought a big enough set of belt loops. Full of ideas. Always a pleasure, Patrick. Thank you, mate. Cheers. Thank you. Cheers for the donations tonight, Patrick, mate. That's really kind of you. OTG, if you do F those other news channels, you guys are the head of the table of wrestling channels, maybe Wrestling Bio, but other than that, you guys are the top tier players. You guys made the other channel what it was. I thank you very much. Cheers. Wrestling Bio doing great stuff as well, by the way. Stevens Godes, thanks for the great stream tonight, Adam. Looking forward to seeing your next stream on Monday. Have a lovely weekend, my friend. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend as well. Stephen, lovely to see you. Thank you very much to our moderators. I don't know who was in tonight. I know obviously Stephen's here. I don't know if there was anyone else. So Stephen, thanks for laying the SmackDown on some candy arses. It's been a pleasure. Really, really enjoyed tonight. So I will see you when I see you, which will be hopefully on Monday for the next live stream, and I'll be on Twitch on Tuesday. Loads of Twitch stuff next week. Twitch.tv/Cultaholic. Plug. I'm off. Bye.